I'm finally dipping my toes back into the water of film reviews again with the newest collaboration created again by Nando V Movies, One Villainous Scene. On a channel where I primarily post about comic book unboxings and my DC collection videos, you would think this would be a prime opportunity to talk about some of the best performances by DC villains. Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, Heath Ledger's Joker, they'd both be fun to talk about, and I thoroughly enjoy both of those iterations. And I feel like a lot of this playlist is going to, like the other ones, end up being comic book movies, but I didn't want to talk about that. As much as I enjoy them, I wanted to do something different. I want to talk about a film that doesn't get talked about nearly enough for how great it is. And with 2022's soft reboot, sequel, whatever it's going to end up being coming out, what better time to talk about Wes Craven's 1996 slasher masterpiece, Scream. In particular, I want to talk about the iconic opening scene of Scream. I'm going to talk about the whole film because I adore it, but that's not what this is about. We start with the sound of a phone ringing, which in a setting before caller ID is a beautiful way to introduce suspense, as you can never possibly know who is on the other side of the phone. And after a little bit, we get introduced to the franchise's style of meta-commentary when they start talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a film also directed by Wes Craven. Then we continue on with a pedestrian conversation, tame, somewhat normal 1996 dialogue until...
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
everything changes. Music cues. Camera goes into a close-up. Dogs bark in the distance outside. This is where the tension of the scene truly begins. We hear Roger Jackson's voice change. Then he calls back. Tells her not to hang up on him, and then she hangs up on him again. Then he calls back for a second time, and we get the iconic line.
Listen, asshole!
No, you listen, you little bitch. You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
They talk for a little bit. Steve is revealed. Ghostface forces Casey to play a game. Easy category. Movie trivia.
I can't.
Name the killer in Halloween.
No.
Come on, it's your favorite scary movie, remember? He had a white mask, he stalked the babysitters.
No.
Come on, yes you do.
Please.
What's his name?
I can't.
Steve's counting on you.
Michael Myers.
Yes! Very good. Now for the real question.
She gets the first question right, but misses the second. He turns on the patio lights again to see that Steve has been killed. Tension continues to rise. Smoke fills the house. Ghostface enters. Wisely, Casey goes outside to try to get away. We get our first glimpse of the killer as he runs through the screen. Then we get our first mask reveal. Casey's ducking between windows and stands up to see that he's right there, but not looking at her. And he does, and they come face to face. She starts to run away. Through the patio, past Steve. Looks off in the distance to see a car approaching and realizes that it's her parents. And at that moment, we get our second change in music. An upbeat glimmer of hope starts to play. And her parents get home. They pull in, and they walk find the smoke-filled house and not her daughter. All the while, outside, Casey is running. Already been cut. Ghostface finally catches her. Then you get the shot. Ghostface's mask with Casey's hand bloody, reaching up to grab it, to pull it off. And we think, we're about to get a killer reveal. But no, it pans up just in time to the knife, plunging into Casey's chest as the final crescendo of the action. Then her mother picks up the phone to hears her daughter and starts to run outside after some instruction to find the result of the horrific scene. The camera zooms, and it's over. This scene could have been released as its own short film, and it would have been met with praise from everybody. It's a phenomenal 20 minutes of cinema. So many inner workings all going on at the same time that you could pick out any one of them to talk about for a few minutes. But I really want to focus on just this one, and I'm only going to say a couple lines about it. The popcorn in this scene. The popcorn is a microcosm for everything happening. It's a visual representation of the pacing. The popcorn starts the pacing. As it pops, the scene and tension build. It's like the arc you see, like the story arc. It goes up and falls down as everything is happening. The conversation, the game, the kills. The popcorn is popping, and then as her parents get here and find Casey's dead, and to find the popcorn on fire, it is a perfect representation of what the scene is, and just focusing on that little aspect of the popcorn shows just how much skill Wes Craven has in creating these horror films. Alright, thank you for watching. This is my entry into the One Villainous scene collaboration. Huge shout out to everybody who made these, especially Nando for creating the idea, coming up with these. And thank you for watching this if you made it through this short video talking about Scream. And yeah, I appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoy something else that you might find here. And all the other stuff that's coming down very, very soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.